Please. Her parents are gone. She has no one else. Raise her as your own.
What's her name?
Amelia.
Wait!
Amelia? Mr. Laurent! Yeah! Amelia's gone!
My name is Maria Mark, and for 20 years, I watched grief consume the Laurent family. Then, one afternoon, everything changed. I had stopped at the city market to buy a few oranges before heading home. It was busy. People hurried from one stall to another. Vendors called out, hoping to make one last sale before the afternoon faded. I walked over to a small fruit stand. A young woman greeted me with the warmest smile. "Good afternoon, ma'am," she said cheerfully. "Sweet oranges or apples?" I smiled. "Just a few oranges." As she reached for the basket, it slipped from her hands. Bright oranges scattered across the ground. She immediately knelt to gather them. A small silver pendant slipped from beneath her blouse. My heart stopped. No, it couldn't be. She quickly tucked it back inside her blouse before anyone else noticed. Trying to steady my voice, I pointed toward it. "That's a beautiful pendant." She smiled. "My mother says I've had it since I was a baby." The words hit me harder than she could ever imagine. "Would you mind if I had a closer look?" Without hesitation, she unclasped it and placed it in my hand. The broken edge, I traced it with my thumb. My hands began to tremble. Before she noticed, I gave it back. My mother always tells me never to lose it. I forced a smile. "I hope you never do." "Does your mother live nearby?" She nodded. "Yes." "Would it be all right if I met her this evening?" She laughed softly. "Of course. She'll probably insist you stay for dinner." I smiled, but inside, my heart was racing. As I walked away from the market, for the first time, I allowed myself to believe something I had buried long ago. If this story touches something in your heart, please take a moment to subscribe. I'd really love to hear from you. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted the most? Tell me where you're watching from and what time it is right now. I couldn't stop thinking about that pendant. By evening, I found myself standing outside the address Amelia had given me. It was a small, well-kept house. Something told me the answers I'd been searching for were behind that door. I knocked. A few seconds later, the door slowly opened. The woman standing before me looked to be in her late 50s. The moment our eyes met, the color drained from her face. She gripped the edge of the door as though her legs had suddenly become too weak to hold her. Before I could say a word, she whispered, "You should never have found us." My heart sank. She knew. I looked into her frightened eyes. "May I come in?" She hesitated, then stepped aside without saying another word. It was a small, modest house, the kind of home that kept its secrets behind closed doors. Family photographs covered one wall. As I looked closer, every picture told the same story. There was no doubt. Amelia had been raised in this house. The woman noticed me staring at the photographs. Her voice was barely above a whisper. "Her name is Amelia." I nodded. "I know." She took a deep breath. "My name is Clara." She looked toward Amelia's photographs. "I couldn't have children. 20 years ago, a man placed a little girl in my arms. My heart began to pound." She continued. "He told me her parents had died. He begged me to raise her. I believed him." Her voice broke. "Years later, I saw a newspaper. A billionaire couple were still searching for the daughter they had lost. She closed her eyes. That's when I saw the pendant. I realized the little girl sleeping in my house wasn't an orphan. I already knew what my next question had to be. "Why didn't you take her back?" I asked. Clara broke down. She covered her face with both hands. Her voice was shaking. "I wanted to, more times than you can imagine. But the man came back." She looked at me with fear I had never seen before. He said if I ever told anyone, he would take Amelia away forever. The room fell silent. Everything inside me wanted to know one thing, one name. I looked straight into her eyes. "Do you know who that man is?" Clara slowly nodded. She opened her mouth to answer. A black luxury SUV pulled into the driveway. She looked toward the window, then back at me. Barely above a whisper, she said, "Hide." I didn't ask questions. She hurried me toward a small pantry beside the kitchen. The door closed just enough for me to see through a narrow gap. Seconds later, there was a knock. Clara took a deep breath and opened it. The moment I heard his voice, my blood ran cold. Every instinct in my body knew that if the man outside discovered I was there, everything would change.